crochet friends, it's me, Jonah, and let's thank Yarn Inspirations for sponsoring today's show and tell. I just finished this red heart crochet shell stitch basic scarf, and there's a matching hat too, and boy, it was such a fun project to make, and it whipped up in a snap. So here it is. It bunches up together at the bottom and ends with a pom-pom on both sides. And just look at this shell stitch, and it pairs so nicely with that ombre yarn as it works out in both directions. And guess what? You start this scarf from right down here in the middle, and you work the first half out this way and the second half out this way, and that's how you get that ombre effect. And for the hat, you'll just work round and round, and I'll make sure I put a link to the yarn and the pattern below. So grab your red heart ombre with all of its beautiful color transitions, and your 6mm crochet hook, your pair of scissors, and of course that free written pattern. So now I'm going to show you how to do this shell stitch and how to work it coming out both directions from your foundation chain. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's my scarf, and I have it all laid out, and now you can see how there's a pom-pom capping it off on each end, and you can also see how the ombre yarn works out when you start in the center, and it ombres down from a dark navy to a dark country blue to a medium country blue to a almost a pale denim, and then into like a light ice color, and then of course for the border the dark denim blue, and the same thing on the other side but in the reversed order of colors. And you can also see that the body is just a classic shell stitch of 5 double crochet and the single crochet. And I'm going to start by showing you how to work this pattern on the other half of your scarf. So now I'm going to pull out my little swatch that I have started with the Red Heart Hot Sauce colorway with all these beautiful sunset colored transitions. Here it is. It's just the classic shell stitch. And now I've already put a slip knot on my hook. And now I'm going to flip my work so the right side is facing. And use a standing single crochet to join in to my first stitch right here. And I'm going to join in with a single crochet. And to do standing single crochet, you just insert your hook right in the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over and pull through 2. And you can see how it's standing up, and you didn't have to work a chain up or anything. And then I'll unpick these chains later off camera, and you can just weave them in, or you can use them to cinch for later, whatever you'd like. So now I'm going to skip 2 chains right here and yarn over and going to this next group right here, this next hole that's already opened up by these 5 double crochets. Mirror what's on the other side, so that means 5 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to go to your next chain after skipping 2, which is a single crochet, and work a single crochet in the opposite end, and then go to your next gap after skipping 2 chains and work 5 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet into your next single crochet, and then work a shell stitch again, a single crochet, and of course since you're working a full scarf, not just an example swatch, you'll have many more groups. To be exact, you will have 33 groups of shells, or you can go anywhere even up to 40 if you'd like. or as big as you want. You just have to figure out the multiples and then use those, and you can have as many shell repeats as you'd like. There's my 5th double crochet, a single crochet, 5 more double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to single crochet into the chain where I started off for my first single crochet. And that is how you establish your first row, working on the opposite side of your foundation. So now, as usual in crochet, turn your work and chain up 3, yarn over, and make 2 more double crochets into that same single crochet, just like normal with the shell stitch. And then skip 2 stitches, work a single crochet in the middle of the next one, yarn over, skip 2 double crochets, work 5 double crochets into the next stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you can single crochet into the next stitch after skipping 2 as usual, and then yarn over and work 5 more double crochets in the next single crochet. And you'll see that on even rows, you work half of a shell stitch on either end and then 1 less number of full shells from the row before. So that's how it balances itself out and doesn't flare out or come in as you work, as long as you keep your same tension, of course. Single crochet in the next top of the double crochet groups, 5 double crochets in the next single crochet, 3, 4, 5, 1, and then work 3 double crochets for your partial or half shell into the last stitch. And there you have it. Now you can either leave your edge scalloped like this, or you can make it flat like you did down here. And to make your edge flat, this isn't in the pattern, but it's a modification that I came up with that you can do because some people don't like the scalloped edge. They think it looks unfinished. So here's a way to fix that while still having the gorgeous scallop pattern of the ombre and shells. So chain up 1, work 2 single crochets, a half double crochet, a double crochet, a half double crochet, 3 single crochets, a half double, a double, and another half double, and then 3 singles. And you'll see when we go down in the shell pattern, we increase our stitch height by making taller stitches like the double and the half double. And when we're at the top of our shells where the stitch is already pretty tall, we just work single crochets to make it flat on top. So you can see how we have it flat here and shells here. So now I'm going to quick finish up the rest of my row, and then I can show you how to work the gathering stitch on top of gathering it with single crochets for the edging, which is what I recommend doing because it really makes your gathering a lot cleaner and it doesn't pull it back, it actually propels it forward, which you'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment. Double, half double, single, single, and now to work the running stitch or the gathering stitch, you're going to chain 1, single crochet in the side of that first single crochet row, and keeping your tension taut, hop to the next side of a single crochet row and single crochet, and then to your next single crochet row, single crochet, to your next, keeping nice tight tension, to your next, and then to your next. And you would keep doing this across the width of your scarf, but as you can see here, it propels and pulls your scarf forward, so it's flat like this, and it'll extend a lot longer and be wider, of course, but it comes together like so. And what you have to do is take your scissors and cut a nice length of yarn, and this is where the finishing gathering stitch comes in. So fasten off, and then insert your hook through the first stitch on the other side of your single crochets, and then you're going to pull it back through, and then you're just going to take your hook to pull it back through and weave that strand in and out, and then as you go, pull it tight, and this is really going to pull it together and keep it secure, and as a bonus, give you a place to sew your pom-pom, like an actual foundation to attach it to and not just an edge of your fabric. Pull it back through, and then through this final gap, and then you can pull tight, and that is how you gather your scarf and how to work your shell stitch. And of course, now all you have to do is make your own pom-poms and do the same to the other side. And remember, if you'd like, you can leave this with a scalloped edge, or you can make the addition and make it flat, whatever pleases you. That is everything you need to know on how to make your own Red Heart Crochet Shell Stitch Basic Crochet Scarf. And it is really quite a fun project to make, and it works up really fast, and since it just uses a worsted-weighted acrylic yarn, it's breathable and lightweight and perfect for spring. So on those chilly spring mornings or chilly spring nights, it's the perfect project to make. And don't forget, there's the matching Red Heart Crochet Shell Stitch hat, which I'll also make sure that I've linked to below. And I hope you enjoyed all the different wonderful aspects of this pattern, right down to the beautiful colorways of Red Heart, Ombre, and the gorgeous scallop shell stitch with the really fun ombre and pom-poms that cinch down at the ends. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Jonah's Hands and Yarn Inspirations for more show and tells and tutorials. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and crochet away, friends!